The art of becoming a rebirth. Just like the seasons change, they go from fall to winter. There's seasons in our lives that we also too will go through transformations, a rebirth of some kind, when a part of us has to be let go of so that we can open room for what's to come. And that's exactly what we'll see here today.
Hi, welcome back to my channel, Souls Remembering Mastering. I realized that when we are moving through change or we want to call in new energy into our life, we need to make space for us to be able to receive that kind of energy. And in order for me to be able to hold that wealth or the expansion of the universe and God was asking me to hold, I needed to create that safe space and that space to support it. I'm going to take you behind the closed doors of my secret studio transformation. It used to be an office, it turned into a studio, and now I'm currently using it for my art, for my editing, for my YouTube. I'm going to take you behind the scenes on all of that, and you're going to see throughout the weeks or the week and a half that it was happening, other things I did and how I was able to transform that space. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox it together and go through that transformation. In life, there's a lot of times when we're gonna have to go through deaths and rebirths, and this is sort of my rebirth on my art and my space. Also a reminder that if your energy feels heavy, if your environment feels a little cluttered, it's okay to let go. It's okay to cut off all that strings and create your environment from a place of groundness, cleanness, cleansingness. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take you on all of it.
Ever since I was a kid, I had this whisper inside of me that wanted to pursue art, but it was just that, a simple whisper. I never really thought anything of it. I never really thought I could do it. Not until I slowed down and was gifted a painting kit by my husband. That painting kit I received for my 27th birthday. It changed my life. That's when the whisper got louder and I started to listen. I started to paint just for fun. This was my setup, just a small little coffee table and my painting at night. But now I'm making space for that dream to grow. But of course, when dreams grow, there comes time when sometimes some things have to fall away. They have to go so we can make room for the rebirth. But of course, before the rebirth comes the releasing, the clearing, the making space. Because how can we hold the new when we still have a hold of the old? In order for us to be able to grow, we do have to let go. But sometimes life is too comfortable. We get caught up on the mundane and the comfort, and we don't want to come out of that cave, out of that comfortness. Sometimes the mundane is good. It keeps us happy. It keeps us fulfilled. Just like this beautiful breakfast that me and my husband were having this day, where we can still enjoy life in the middle of everything changing. Our house is upside down. We're cleaning and making space for my new studio. But yet we still get to slow down and be present and enjoy the mundane. But knowing that a part of us does need to grow and And that's okay. It's okay to grow. It's okay to let go. Here, my two little ones are resting. They're always sleeping for some reason, relaxing, even if there's loud music in the background. Then I have my fairy little flower that I created, which I love. Me and my husband ate ham this week of when we were cleaning and organizing. There was a lot of ham. This is the next day when I'm still cleaning, organizing, and setting up my studio. I start by opening the blinds and letting all the light go in. Here I lit a candle the night before, and this is me realizing that, oh crap, I burned the blind. This is me deciding that, should I tell my husband about this? Maybe I should. Should I wait? No, I should just do it right now. Let me just open the blinds first. And I did. I told him that I accidentally burned the blind. And that was the start of my new setup in my new studio. This is me just admiring the sun and the light. Ever since I was a kid, I had this whisper inside of me. And I always grew up knowing that I would be doing something in art. I always felt called to art. I felt like a small flickering ember in the back of my soul with my healing journey, and through it and everything I discovered and unpacked, it was like peeling back, releasing all of the layers of programming, junk from childhood, stories, things poured into me, limiting beliefs inherited. I realized that all of that was as if water had been poured onto fire so it can dim its light and be maintained. That all I carried was that dirtiness, full of all of that, but also an empty vessel with a flickering ember at the same time.
Brown color. Before, it used to have no leaves in winter, then little baby leaves because it started to be spring. And as time and the season change, so does he. So I cleaned all of the studio. I cleaned the baseboards. I cleaned the spot, but it kind of got worse a little bit, but it looks a bit better. I cleaned my other door for my studio and the corners. Whoa, the light shift's so crazy. I cleaned the blinds, every single inch. I cleaned it up. So now it's just a matter of organizing it and being able to set everything up, and it's gonna look so good. I'm so excited.
In this area here on this wall, it's gonna be a lot of the art that I've painted over the years. And the vision is coming along. Ignore this here. It's gonna go back to the living room. And this is gonna be my view every single day, and it's so beautiful. It was raining earlier, so it's still a bit cloudy. But I have ideas for art for this wall, and then I want to put a desk right there, then another one here to do watercolor, acrylic. Here I'm gonna have
Update on my studio. It's coming along. I opened some new packages today from Prime Amazon. Oh my goodness. Because I prepping for my pop market, and organizing my studio as well. It's coming along and it looks so cute. Update on the studio, it is coming along. All of the beautiful art here. That desk right here is going to be where I do my watercolor. And here's where I am going to put the monitor and edit. And it's coming along, I think, really well. Did on my studio. This is what it's starting to look like. And I am working currently on those bookmarks for my market. And this is how I wanted the test to be. Like I said in the other clip, this is gonna be for my editing, for my watercolor. This is gonna be almost kind of like my own gallery. This is all of the art I've painted over the years. Those two were inspired by a meditation. That one actually, I think so too. Actually, all of them were inspired by a meditation. This one here, I did a bee meditation and protection meditations over there that I did, and then that's what I saw in my meditation, so I just decided to paint it. I'm gonna get a new desk, a new desk chair, and then for here, for this one as well. I really like it. It looks really good and everything's starting to come together. I have a picture on my vision board that looks like similar to this. There's a bunch of brushes next to a window with someone painting, and that represented to me making my own studio, and now I have this. So cool. I really love it. It looks so good. And these are my watercolor bookmarks that I've been working on. I love my bookmarks. Some of these ones are not done yet, so I need to finish them. But these ones are the ones that are already done. They're hung upside down because I don't want to mess up the bottom. But this is what they look like. They're drying right now. Getting ready for my market that I'm going to be doing in a couple weeks. But they're so cute. This is the studio, guys. Everything's coming along, and as you can see, I have my gallery wall. I rearranged my whole studio, and that actually ended up taking a long time. I did clean everything, I rearranged everything, and it actually led to rearranging other things in my house. So I am so glad that everything's working out and it's going so good. So we're gonna see the final result at the end after I finish fixing some more stuff that I have here. And then today I'm gonna work on some other things for my pop market, which is another video that I'm gonna be posting about hopefully soon. And yeah, I'm so excited.
The water that was poured onto the fire to try to put it out almost did, but it didn't fully. When I finally decided that I started to remove all of the murkiness, dirtiness, darkness from all the programming, the illusions, the patterns, the trauma from childhood things, I started to rediscover me and who I wanted to be. The rebirth began. This flickering small little ember started to become a little spark, then eventually a flame. The more I grew, the more I healed, the more I paint, the stronger it gets, the bigger and brighter it becomes, A fire so bright that carries so much light, and it feels like I'm getting to that place. In that vessel that was once empty, with that little small amber, it rebirthed into a flame. When I think about Vincent van Gogh, I've seen his art, I've seen how his brushstrokes are, but I've never known his story. And I never known what he went through. Did he ever question himself? I never really thought of that. But if he was to see himself now, would he question what he went through, or would he be grateful? He himself went through his own rebirth, and how impactful is that? He was creating just to create, when art wasn't even art as much as we see it now. He was the original, and God gave him that gift so that he could inspire us for centuries to come. He was pushing past his own struggles. He might have felt lost. He might have felt lonely. He might have felt like, why am I even doing this? Is this something that we all go through? Maybe. Maybe it is something we all go through when we start something new. When we finally release and embrace the rebirth and are starting something that we're passionate about. But imagine him, to know that years later he would have been the legend, a master of art. Young Van Gogh was the small, flickering ember who later became the fire, and now he's seen as a big bonfire in the art world. But he was just the beginning of it. So if you have an ember in your soul, remove the ashes like a phoenix, embrace the rebirth, nurture your flame.
If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and support, join the community here, and don't forget to shine your light so bright today. I'll see you next time.